To remove the front wheel liner, you will need to remove the front wheel and the engine splash shields. The wheel liner is two pieces, as indicated by the blue arrows, wrapping around the inner fender and behind the strut. The front section of the panel can be removed for servicing the front bumper and other items. The red arrow points to the damaged front section of the liner on our project vehicle. Starting at the front panel of the liner, remove the 5 10mm fasteners as indicated by the blue arrows. The red arrows point to the plastic rivet. Use a trim panel to lever out the center pin, then remove the rivet. Working in front of the strut, remove the front liner by pulling it away from the body, red arrow, and detaching it from the mounting studs. Next, working at the front bumper, pull the liner out of the front bumper and down to remove the liner from the stud, red arrow. While pulling the liner down and out of the fender, spread the liner junction at the top of the fender and pull the front liner down and out of the fender to remove it. To continue removing the rear section of the front wheel well liner, remove the 2 plastic rivets from the rear of the wheel well, red arrow. Use a trim panel tool, lever out the center pin, then remove the rivet. Now move to beneath the vehicle. Right at the bottom rear of the front fender, remove the 2 8mm fasteners, red arrows. Now move back inside the fender. Remove the 4 10mm fasteners, as indicated by the red arrows. Detach the wheel well liner from the body. Pull it out of the body and down while you pull the liner out of the fender. Install the wheel well liner in the reverse order of the removal. Remember to replace the plastic rivets and any damaged fasteners. When installing, start by installing the rear section. Align it properly, then install all the fasteners except for the top one at the liner junction. Then install the front section of the liner and tighten all the fasteners. To remove the rear liner, begin by removing the rear wheels. The wheel well liner, red arrow, is 2 pieces, wrapping around the inner fender and behind the strut. The rear section, blue arrow, of the panel can be removed for servicing the muffler. Starting at the rear panel of the liner, remove the 3 10mm fasteners, blue arrows. The red arrow points to a plastic rivet. Use a trim panel tool, lever out the center pin, then remove the rivet. You can remove this panel or leave it in place and remove it as a unit with the entire rear wheel liner. To remove it, pull the panel away from the mounting studs and detach the tabs at the top. Working at the bottom front of the rear fender, remove the 8mm fastener, red arrow. Working at the front of the rear fender, use a trim panel tool. Lever out the center pin, then remove the plastic rivets as indicated by the red arrows. Move to the inner fender towards the front. Remove the 2 10mm fasteners, red arrows. With all the fasteners removed, pull the center of the liner near the strut away from the body, detaching the points where the plastic nut attaches to the liner to the studs. Once free, pull the center of the liner away from the body while feeding the top sides down and out of the fender. Slide the front of the liner down and remove the liner from the body. Installation is the reverse of removal. Thanks for watching. Click here to view the original article along with hundreds of other DIY content for your car.